just as a quick answer to your question, how is the sword? Really good, especially for the price. So now, mine is from the first run where they had an issue with the grip. There's a little bit of a lip on the leather. I've kind of glued that down a little bit since. They fixed that since the first run. It's the right size. It's a really good weight, barely over 4 pounds, which is really light for a sword of this size, right? I'm gonna stick it into the concrete, but it's about navel chin height. What I'm most impressed by are the quatrefoils. The casting quality is really good. Most companies don't have a lot of clarity in these. They're kind of muddled and muddy. They don't look really good. Overall, really great piece. Now, in terms of how it compares to the A-trim design Type 13 war sword that Kingston also makes. So they're kind of different, and I wonder if there's like a different section of the factory or industrial process that these two models fall under, because this sword, as you might be able to tell, does not have a secondary bevel, except for a little bit of extra sharpening that I gave it out of the box, because, well, I mean, quite frankly, most European swords are not sharpened sufficiently out of the box, no matter what company you go to, even Albion, really. But I gave this one a little bit of help. Not too much was needed, though, because it's basically almost a zero grind. Has a little bit of apple seating towards the edge, so that's where the edge actually kind of curves into it. Not as much as I originally thought, but there is some apple seating going on. Now, the Type 13 war sword has a secondary bevel, and I think that's just so they could put something on there and say that it was sharp. So it'll need a little bit of work once you actually get it, in order to get it actually, you know, maybe not competition ready, but, you know, just to be a good cutter. But overall, Kingston Arms, they do a great job, especially with the Scottish two-hander, you know, clay de death. The Type 13 war sword is also good for what it is, you know, especially considering the price. It just needs a little help, a little bit of love once you get it, to make it actually, you know, really, really shine. But yeah, hopefully that helps.